Radiant Records, you release Waterfall, like
Yes.
the app, and it's a ballsy move. Your music is not wholly on like Spotify or on iTunes fully. You have some teasers on there, a few songs, and then to get the album, you would need to go through this app or get the album.
Yeah.
And so in today's industry, that's a very you're moving against the grain a little bit, right? And I totally agree with what you're doing, because you're trying to you're trying to get the artist paid. Like
Well,
that's
that's part of it. For me, the focus was on wanting people to have the experience, and have everything of mine all in one place.
Okay.
And having all the crazy outtakes and all the demos and all the Royna Stolt mixes of Transatlantic, all just, kind of all the stuff all in one place, and to give them the experience of being able to do all that from your phone in your car, on the bow of a ship with with a wireless speaker, or in your recliner, and not having to get up to change it, and have it sound really, really good. And so my focus was really on wanting people to have just that experience.
Sure.
Streaming is a really cool thing. I mean, it's just an amazing thing that, like, oh yeah, I mean, we use it. We're using the app on the sewer. Oh yeah, what are the words to that? Oh, here it is. There it is.
Right.
It's so immediate, and it's really, really cool. And so yeah, I'm just really thankful for the team of guys. There's this team of developers that put Waterfall together, and so I'm just really grateful for that. And I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah, I got the app recently, and it's cool. Yeah, I like the way things are laid out. It's nice, and
yeah, they did good.
Yeah, I think just as a business model, though, it's interesting. Like, because like you took more creative control in how you design the experience, right? And like including more of the stuff in there, and just making it more like Neal Morse, rather than just you being in a sea of other things. So, and it's more personalized.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think it's a lot of people are really enjoying it. Got a lot of really good reviews on it, and so yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. I thought it a very interesting business move. So
well, and it's a work in progress. I'm adding there's something called the mystery box, and I put different things in there. And I just emailed them today. It's like, we need to separate my music into genres and then shuffle within the genre. And so we're going to be continuing to work on it.
Right. And you're working parallel to the whole iTunes thing and all that with your own app. Do you think you're gonna like put other artists on there?
I'm happy to put other artists on there. Hoping to get Eric just walked in. Hoping to get Eric Gillette's albums on there if he wants to. But it's a strictly, it's it's an opt-in basis. If people want to be on there, I'm paying. I'm paying twice what Spotify pays, and
wonderful.
So I thought that seemed fair.
Yeah.
And it's an experiment. We'll see how it all turns out. I've never done it before.
Right. So you're mixing.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
It's interesting because it's like you're mixing the Patreon model, where it's like you pay to play, to support the artists, and then you get additional content and all of that. And I think it's a great thing, because Spotify really doesn't pay anything hard, like it's hard.
Well,
hardly.
I mean, that's the bottom line. It's like,
yeah,
it might as well be nothing.
Right.
Really.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a joke, as they would say in Spinal Tap.
Right. Yeah. Most artists have kind of given up making money from their music itself and kind of gone into other things and got entrepreneurial. And
Right.
you've gone away from not being paid for music and kind of put that back on the table. And you've got entrepreneurial by creating an app, and you could do other things with that. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting approach for sure.